Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever your time zone is. My name is Kanon Nakaishi, and I'm a fifth year medical student at Nagasaki University. And I'm a member of the IPPNW students. So first of all, I would like to share a PowerPoint with you. So today, I would like to talk about carrying forward the legacy of Hibakusha, the survivors of atomic bombings. As medical students in Nagasaki, we study not only the medical effects of nuclear weapons, but also the experiences of people who lived through them. My main message is simple. Remembering the past is essential if we want to protect peace in the future. First, I would like to explain the history of Nagasaki University School of Medicine. It is the only medical school in the world to have experience in atomic bombing. At the time, the medical school and its hospital were located only about 500 meters from the hypocenter. On August 9, 1945, the damage was devastating. 414 people, about 71% of medical school students, lost their lives. At the hospital, 898 people died, including the university president, faculty members, staff, and students. Textbooks and much of medical equipment were also destroyed. This was not only the destruction of buildings. Nagasaki lost many people who were studying and working to protect human health. For us as medical students, this history makes the consequences of nuclear weapons feel very close and personal. As you see in the picture right here, this used to be the gate of the medical school at 1945. So how we can pass on Hibakusha testimonies to future generations? I believe education is one of the most important answers. In our second year at medical school, we study the medical effects of the atomic bombing. We also listen to the testimonies of Hibakusha. These first-hand accounts teach us things that facts and numbers alone cannot communicate. A number tells us the scale of a tragedy, but a person's voice helps us understand the fear, pain, loss, and long-term suffering behind that number. Today, the number of people who can share their own memories is decreasing. Few records remain, so it's our responsibility to learn carefully and pass this knowledge to the next generation. Education does more than provide information. It can change how people think, create empathy, and inspire people to take action for peace. Why do we still need to learn from the past? Around 80 years have passed since the atomic bombing of Nagasaki. The city has rebuilt dramatically, and today little physical damage remains visible. This recovery is a great achievement, but it also creates a challenge. When the ruins disappear and direct memories fade, people may begin to feel that bombing is only a distant historical event. We may even start to take peace for granted. That is why remembrance matters. Learning about the devastating impact of atomic weapons help us understand that their effects are not limited to one moment. They continue through injuries, illness, grief, and the lives of families and communities. Remembering this suffering is not about remaining trapped in the past. It is about using the past to make wiser choices and helping ensure that nuclear weapons are never used again. So, these two photographs shows Nagasaki University Hospital then and now. The image on the left shows the destruction after the atomic bombing, while the image on the right shows the modern hospital and the city around it. The contrast is remarkable. It shows Nagasaki's strength and recovery over many decades. At the same time, the modern view can make it difficult to imagine what happened there. This is why photographs, records, and testimonies are so important to connect the peaceful city we see today with the history beneath it. So it's a bit confusing, but this is the hospital today. And you can see the mountains look very similar right here. And this is another picture. Here we can also compare the hypocenter then and now. The photograph on the left shows the landscape devastated by the atomic bomb. The photograph on the right shows a peaceful place where people can talk, learn, and remember. This is the cherry blossom, the sakura you can see in April. It's very beautiful. The change is powerful, but these are not two unrelated places. They're the same place at different moments in history. When we understand that connection, peace, when we understand that connection, peace no longer feels abstract. We can see both how easily ordinary life can be destroyed and how much effort is needed to rebuild it. To conclude, the legacy of Hibakusha is not only the memory of tragedy, it is also a responsibility passed to us. We must continue listening, learning, and sharing their voices, especially as first-hand witnesses become fewer. As students in Nagasaki, we hope to carry this history forward and encourage others to work for a world without nuclear weapons. Let us remember the past so that we can protect the future. Thank you very much for listening.